Hello one and all, welcome back to Let's Play Factorio. My name is Cilantro. We're going to get some work done on, well, one of the million things that I've been putting off for about a million billion years. And that is the area wherein I will be manufacturing all of the specialty belts. All the specialty belts that I've been needing to have manufactured for me automatically for the last, well, pretty much the entirety of my playthrough. And I just haven't been doing that. So that's what we're going to work on today. Do need to borrow some more material. Well, very briefly while I was off camera there, I went ahead and stocked up a little bit of iron in the smelting array. Of course, the amount of iron I am smelting is going to be nowhere near enough throughput for what I really need. As you can see here, it's going at max capacity, but that's not even close to enough anymore. So I may end up setting up my iron and copper as braids. That way I can overall increase their throughput by quite a lot. Just kind of depends on if it ends up working out, better for me that way or not. Also decided to, try to make use of these dedicated slots for each item here. I really have been exceedingly bad about this for whatever reason. And so I'm attempting to remedy that. So, of course, with the bus, I do need to make sure that this continues on. All the things that are actually on the bus continue on to the rest of the bus. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose. We're also going to need some of these. There we are. And a few of these right here. A couple more. There we go. So, in my off time, I've been experimenting with various ways to produce, or basically set up a base. This is sort of the bus style where I have just everything on just a major, throughput. Just one line straight through the whole base. And it has its advantages and disadvantages. One of the things I've been trying to work on, and unfortunately I've run into some serious problems with, is a system that I call chains. I do have a video specifically talking about chains, so I won't go into them into any great detail here, but needless to say, I was kind of disappointed that they did not exactly work how I thought they were going to work. So it's something I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm disappointed in myself, because, obviously you got to take shots at stuff, and if it sticks and works, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, but would have just been nice if it had worked out a little bit better. So one of the things about all these different types of belts is that they require just massive amounts of material. Like, for example, the fast underground belt takes 20 iron gear wheels every 5 seconds. So there's absolutely no chance that these are going to be able to be made constantly. What I want this to do instead is just to build up a backlog of these materials whenever they're needed. So I can grab some and then it'll produce more as I need them. So we're going to make fast transport belts. I basically want to make everything, and then it's just in various quantities. So like express splitters, I'm probably going to need like maybe 10 on hand. Express underground belts, maybe 10. Express transport belts, maybe 50. We'll call it 50. We're already making actual base transport belt way down further in the system, and I don't see any reason to not pull it off the bus, because otherwise it would be kind of silly to have it travel all the way through the bus to this point and then never end up using it. So let's see which all these materials actually require the base belts. Looks like the splitters and the underground belts and the red belts all use the basic type of belt. In addition, each of these types of materials uses the previous version of them. So I need the red splitter for the blue, and I need the yellow splitter for the red, and so on. Okay. So that kind of makes me feel like I should have these, sort of lined up next to each other. So let's just start sketching this out. Let's get some assembly machines, because we are going to need those. I probably could actually use the first tier assembly machines, but I'll stick with the second tier. Why not? So just for now, we're just going to say that this is where I am making those, and I'll be making these here, and I'll be making these here. Okay. And so these need the iron plates, and these need iron gear wheels, and these need iron gear wheels. Otherwise, these just sort of need each other. Okay, so we can actually solve that pretty easily. Just have those feeding into each other. No big deal. And then I just need to have an iron plate line run this way. That should be fine. Actually, you know what I also could do? I mean, I will be using a lot of iron gear wheels, but I'll also be using a lot of iron plates, so I could actually just set up, like right here, an iron gear wheel manufacturer and have that also feed into each of these. And that way I can have both the iron gear wheel line come this way and the iron plate line come this way. So that'll work. So let's get those set up. This will be the iron plate line right here. And then this will be the iron gear wheel line. I need some underground belts, which I don't have any iron. So it begins again for the billionth time. Trying to get this logistics robot speed done here so I can be done with a lot of this other stuff. Wow, we are using like all of the iron. How did this ever keep up with my base? I think the answer is that it actually never did. That it actually never really came close to keeping up with my base. I'm about to just switch over this line to iron as well and just produce double iron. Might work a little bit better. Well, at least the furnaces are running again. For a while they weren't. Okay, back up, here we are. So this needs the transport belts, and this is one of the actual ones that only does need the transport belt. So if this is the line for iron plates, do any of these actually require iron plates and transport belts? Looks like the underground belts do, of course, which is what I'm making. What about these? These do also require the iron plates and transport belts, and these also require the iron gear wheels. So do those. So we can actually set up a very similar setup over here. And you can be making the... where are we? Those. You can make these. And you can make the regular ones. Okay. So let's get these actually split over here. So both of these need the transport belts and iron plates. And neither of these actually need the iron gear wheels at all, which is kind of interesting. So how do I want to handle this then? I guess I'll have to do this with just some long-handed inserters, I suppose. Oh. There we go. So we'll do this and this. And then I'm going to need some underground belts here. And here. There we go. I think that'll work. Because this is the iron... This is the iron gear... Wait, neither of these need the iron gear wheels. Nope, I'm mistaken. I need to pull from the top two lines, basically. So I need to do it like this. And like... this. There we go. So now we're pulling from the top two lines. So that's good. So I only actually need one. God, I wish it would just like... filter it automatically. It's my own fault for not using the actual hotkeys, huh? Someday. Someday I'll learn how to do that. Maybe. Okay, so make sure nothing was getting blown up. Looks like we're good. Okay. And, of course, this is going to need to pull the iron, which is coming from here. And the iron gear wheels need to go underground from here to here. There we go. So now the iron gear wheels are going to be picked up. And last but not least, we should also be picking these up for those from there and there. Okay, so now we've done really all we can to maximize the production here. We're going to be using all the extra iron we get for even more iron gear wheels, which we're going to need a buttload of. And otherwise, we're just using the rest of the materials as needed. So now I just need to actually hook these up. So let's do that. This line needs to go here. That is the belt line. Actually needs to be split off, as this is a bus still. So it might help if I did that properly. So I need some red transport belts, not a problem. So there we go. So those have all gotten their various products. And need to continue splitting this up this way. There we go. And now I need the iron plates on this line. So iron plates are going to come up this way, and you're going to get split in kind of a little bit of a loopy-swoopy way, but that's all I can really do for you there, buddy. Some more underground belts. There we go. And you need to go there, and you need to go there. Okay. So now the iron is going to be split and go that way. Excellent. Goody goody. And last but not least, I need to have the iron gear wheels come out this way and get split here. May not be able to get the inserters to cross over here, actually. That's a little bit of a problem. Gotta be some other way I can do this. Oh no, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. There we go. So there we go. Iron gear wheels are split, and these will still be able to make it underground. So yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. Crisis averted. There we go. Now you can see each of these is pulling in massive quantities of these materials. You need more iron plates, so as soon as you get those, you'll be able to make the underground belts. I do, of course, need to have these actually depositing their goods somewhere, so I need to have smart inserters off the back side of each of these to make sure that I can actually have room for all of them. Oh, and these need to be feeding into each other as well. Boop, boop. There we go. And I do need to get lubricant over here. Oddly enough, not for the Blue Express underground belts, but the splitters do need them. Interesting. Okay, so now I need to bring electronic circuits and advanced circuits over this way. And the other thing I need to manufacture, of course, is the actual just straight up belts, which are the red and the blue belts. Okay. What do they need? Iron gear wheels and transport belts, iron gear wheels, transport belts, and those. So can I maybe just... I think I can. I think I can just make those over here, actually. That may work. And looks like I need some more iron. Of course I do. Although really the fundamental product I need is those, so there we go. So I'm just going to try to make these here. Seems like just as good of a spot as any, right? Red, blue. I just do that because that way the lubricant only has to go to one spot. So these both need the iron gear wheels. Yes, okay. You know, I think I'm going to make another iron gear wheel manufactory, I believe, just for these. Because these are the ones I'm going to really be making a lot of, and each of these takes 5 iron gear wheels. So, might as well use them. Get a bunch of use out of them, so I think I will sneak some more of that through here if I can't help it. I believe that should still be able to reach there. So now the iron is being brought back through. And I do need to go grab some more material so I can actually do that. I need more iron! Always need so much iron. And here's the problem. It's not even making it anywhere. The iron that I do have. Look at this. It's all being... Oh, wow. Actually... Wow. We already burned through all the ore that I had set up, apparently. Oh, well. Well, time to go make another haul, I guess. This, kids, is why you don't do temporary solutions, ever. Just going to drop everything off here so I can haul as much as I need in one go. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Nice thing is I have a lot of it available. There you are, sir. One of my other goals soon is going to be to make an exoskeleton, so I can get the or make the power armor rather, so I can use an exoskeleton so I run more quickly. Well, I did just pick my car up. I suppose I should probably be just driving that around, but it's another note that I've made for myself. Next time I decide to design a base, I want to try to make my base very car friendly, so I can use the car to get around like everywhere when I'm first, especially when I'm first starting out. Alright, so there we go. So we have a plethora of iron, which I'm sure will be devoured in a matter of moments. Some of it, of course, is being put towards the steel, but I always need steel as well. There we go. I should keep him busy for a while. Okay. One other neat thing that I've been thinking about doing in a future playthrough as well, not so much for this one because of how I have my base set up, is throwing what I'll call trash cans all over the place. You know, when you're kind of working on random projects, you end up with a bunch of just miscellaneous crap you never intended to pick up. If you use an active provider chest, an active provider is almost the same as a passive provider. The passive provider provides all this materials to anything that's requesting it, anything that's being constructed, or to players, which is nice. But the active provider will do all those and will also have priority for the robots to come and place them in long-term storage. The reason this is advantageous is you can use those as sort of trash cans where you can just dump whatever you want into them, and then the storage, the robots will eventually put it into your storage facility wherever you have. You know, if you have a massive storage facility somewhere, they will go and grab that and place them there. So kind of neat, really. Love that interaction. Okay, so back to manufacturing these. We do need some iron gear wheels, which this is the iron gear wheel line. So let's at least get that up and running. There and there. There we go. And okay, no big deal. So now I also need the manufacturer for the other iron gear wheels. So we'll put that here. Get you fast belts there and there. And this, and that will be for the iron, which is coming this way. So there we go. And lastly, you need transport belts just the regular kind. So I need to get this line moved over here. I think the easiest way to do that is going to be to do some sort of silly loopy swoopiness here. Because why not? Okay. And yes, I know. Oh, boy. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just do this. There we are, and put those back where they need to be. These can go like this, and these come under here, and there we go. And now I just need to power all of this nonsense. Boop, and boop. Something's missing. Oh! Right, I'm actually not... Oh, first of all, I need to be making these iron gear wheels. These are actually not pulling... Like, I'm not moving the reds over to the blue. That's a problem. So I need to figure out how to do that. That is a minor issue. By minor, I actually mean it's kind of a major issue. I'll move you out of the way here for a second. Okay, so that allows me to pass those like that. What if I... Interesting. So those are being passed across there. And I need to then get these back down here somehow. While also, I love figuring this sort of stuff out. Everybody else just really, I just really enjoy doing this sort of like, really, it kind of reminds me of playing Legos when I was a kid. Trying to figure out how to get everything. It's problem solving. We human beings like problem solving, don't we? Pretty sure we do. I do. So now the last thing I need is, we're kind of back to square one, because I need to get the transport belts down to the bottom there. Screw it. I don't want to spend too much more time on this, so we're just gonna not use another line for that. I'll solve that problem. I just won't make the extra iron gear wheels. Like I said, the expediency of the production here is not all that important. Actually, I guess I probably should keep this up here. It's not ultra important that this builds quickly. Because this is one of those things that's just going to be running when I'm not... There we go. That's kind of cool. This is one of those things that's just going to be running all the time. And so if it doesn't get the most priority for certain materials, that's fine. Because each of these is going to be capped with a certain number of materials that it can even produce. And thus should not have any problems, hopefully, ideally. Of course, that's always the real trick. Because seldom do things actually work out how you want them to in this game, but that's one of the beauties of it. Oh yeah, I forgot they changed that. At least I think they changed that. You used to be able to put all these various materials on top of each other, and now you kind of can't. Anyway, that's it for this episode of Let's Play Factorio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for liking the video, and I'll see you next time.